we should do, don't we have some of those, like, places that are kind of like forts that we have to break into?
Yes,
we should do some of those at some point.
I'm getting irritated. I feel like more than in the previous game, I cannot talk and play this game. I don't know if it's just that I'm older, but as soon as we shut this off and I play, no problems. Zero. But when I'm trying to have a conversation with you, I don't know if it's just that you ask me questions or what it is.
Well, typically when I talk to you and you're doing stressful things, you have a hard time with it. You a lot of times tell me to shut up.
Not in a mean way.
Not in a mean way, just in a, Jill, I can't listen to you right now sort of way.
Well, I guess I'm just confused as to why that's the case, because it didn't used to be the case.
Maybe you just have problems with your brain like I do.
That's not very nice.
Well, you know, I got problems like that too. Sometimes I have a hard time talking and playing games too. That's why I make you play the game, or I'll play like chill games like Sherlock Holmes, where I don't have to do a bunch of fighting and stuff. I can just walk around and think. Because those are the kind of games that I prefer playing on the Let's Play channel, is like games that are kind of quiet and chill.
But nobody will watch them.
That's my problem, and I want people to watch them because those are my favorite kinds of games a lot of times. It's like, I love mystery games, and I love like cute little games like Kirby and stuff like that. I love games like this too, but it's easier to Let's Play those other games, you know?
Right, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's hard to pay attention to conversations while playing games like this.
Nothing yet. It's MJ.
Bad news. Connors' house is crawling with hunters and the doctor's MIA. Good news. I think I know where to find him. Somewhere across the river. Maybe around.
Let's move. He's waiting.
I hope nobody runs over her phone. Oh, she's shaking with fear.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. That is what happens.
She was so scared. We've never seen MJ look that scared before. That's why I commented on it.
Aren't you the person who wants to replace her with a better-looking face model in the PC version? Misogynist, sexist, internalized homophobe, internalized racist, internalized Mexican basher, internalized racist.
I just thought
Did I say racist twice?
Yeah.
Racist.
I just thought her face model in real life looked so fucking sexy. And I thought she looked really cute in the last game, that I'm a little disappointed that she doesn't look like her face model does.
You would die here. This is so stupid.
Yeah, she would die here.
Training with Sable.
How'd that guy miss?
Hoped.
Well, hey, she trained with Sable for 2 hours.
He has to be around here somewhere. I have to tell Pete.
Well, I guess I'm just kind of wondering because, like, a trained hunter wouldn't miss the shot at that range.
All right, I'm also going to say right here that I find it really stupid. I don't remember if it was Brian Intihar. It was one of the creative directors or one of the directors of this game. He was like, you know, if MJ's a little overpowered, I don't give a fuck. I think it's fun. And it's like, okay, I get what you're saying here, but it's such a dumb fucking thing to say, to be like, oh, that's a valid criticism? I don't give a shit. It's like, that makes you sound like such a dumbass that's out of touch of like what people want. Like, so one thing people mentioned in my comments that they actually had a fair point on, I think, was they asked 100 times no more MJ missions. But Insomniac was like, I don't care. We're Insomniac. Let's just do it anyway.
They're trying to reactivate his reptile genes.
That's horrible.
It's just stupid, you know? Why would you listen to what everybody told you and then say, nah, we don't care. We'll just do our own thing.
But here's the thing. I would be fine with more MJ missions if they just made them a little bit more fun and captivating than they were in the last game. Because I found them in Spider-Man 1 to be not all that fun and more so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
So I think giving her weapons and stuff like that and making her kind of like a spy sort of character is really interesting and fun. But because it's been 2 years since the first game, they could have easily said that she took like self-defense training and stuff like that. Or maybe when she was in Symkaria, she did some training.
They just said that. They said she did some training with Sable.
Yeah, but like, I guess what I'm trying to say is they could have made a bigger point of it.
Then like one throwaway line.
Then one throwaway line.
Dr. Connors.
That I actually missed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking during it.
No, I missed it. I missed it. When did they say that?
Too?
They want to hunt him too. Yeah, no kidding. They said it right after she stunned the guy.
Oh, that makes sense.
But you were thinking about how dumb it was.
That makes sense.
That it just didn't even register with you because you were like, well, that was stupid because why'd the train hunter miss him?
Yeah,
Which was a fair criticism.
That's what I was thinking of. And I don't know, I guess it just kind of annoys me because I feel like we could have seen her try to dodge it or something, or we could have seen that guy, like, I don't know, have something happen where that would throw off his aim, like an explosion or something. I don't know.
Why do they keep telling me to go back here? Like, they're telling me go in here and then go out of here.
I don't know. Is it glitched?
No, I think I have to go here, but for some reason it's still saying that the objective is there.
Weird.
When he arrives, the fires must be lit. Everyone will be lit.
Looks like they've set up shop here.
And they've got Seamus over here, the wrestler from Ireland.
What the heck?
Alright, so we gotta squeeze through here. So see, this is an example though, like, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying, why is she Solid Snake?
Well, I think it'd be cool to have her
way.
be Solid Snake if they explained it better, is the thing. I think that would be really cool and a fun take on MJ, to, like, give her a purpose and make her kind of Solid Snakey, but, like, they should have done it in a way that made sense. Instead of just giving us a throwaway line and then being like, okay, all of a sudden she's Solid Snake.
You know what her purpose was in the original game, or in the original brand?
What?
She was a love interest to Peter Parker, who was also a model. Yeah, she was a little bit eye candy-ish, sure, but there's nothing wrong with a character being hot.
Might get a better view from the roof.
She added a lot of emotional support to the storylines and drama. And
Whoa, she just got shot!
they didn't try and make her Lois Lane.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing, I like
Wrong place.
the investigator part of her, where she's kind of trying to be like a Nancy Drew. You know, because this is the kind of shit that Nancy Drew does. However, Nancy is much more careful about it. And much more stealthy. So, like, I think it would have been fun to make her more of a Nancy Drew type character in this game. Make her a little bit less Lois Laney. And even, you could have even made her a little bit less Solid Snakey if you wanted to. Or you could have leaned into the Solid Snake thing, but just said that, like, she had a lot of training over time or something. Or even, like, in the first game, you could have given her a background of having had training.
But I feel like if you're going to do this kind of thing, why didn't you just make Black Cat playable?
Gotta split them up.
And have her be dating Peter at this point in the story, because you clearly want to use a woman character, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And then what you do is then you have, you have Black Cat doing this kind of stuff, like not sneaking around like this, but being Black Cat, and kind of like how you have Catwoman.
Yeah.
Nobody bitches about the Catwoman segments, at least nobody with a brain bitches about the Catwoman segments in Batman. They're just like, oh, Catwoman's cool, this is fun. They're not like, ew, a woman. Like, that's just not really a thing. There's very few people that are like that in the world. They exist, but there's actually not nearly as many as
Is that up there?
certain people would like you to believe, so that they can peddle whatever they want.
They could have
No.
also, they didn't even need to have Black Cat be dating him.
Vulture. Did they? I need to find Connors.
They could have just had her be an ally at this point and just be like, oh, I want to help out Spider-Man and turn my life over a new leaf, and he could still date MJ.
Yeah, they could have done that too. They could have done whatever they wanted, but this is what we get.
Another night tainted by the silence of death. I wasn't sure I could clip his wings. Perhaps that would be my weakness, but no. Not even that could save him.
He's dead.
Vulture died?
Yeah, but he's dead and they kept his wings.
That's kind of a waste of a character. He
Yeah,
never really did anything.
and they killed him off screen.
Wow, we didn't even get to see him die, that's true.
Phone.
That's kind of lame.
Connor's cell phone. Oh, please don't die. Harry, it's MJ. I'm at an abandoned zoo in Jersey. It's...
Please, don't. Please, you don't understand.
She didn't look bad there.
No, she looked cute.
She looked
They used a
fine.
code to get in the cage. And Connor's shackles need that key. Just have to find them.
I was trying to say that I thought it would be cool for them to have Mary Jane parts in the game that are fun and compelling, where you do play as Mary Jane because she's such a big character in the Spider-Man series. It's just, I wish that they would have thought about it a little bit more and done it a little differently.
Yeah, no, me too. I just don't think she needs to be Silver Sable.
No, she doesn't. They could have made her own thing.
All right, MJ.
And they could have thought it through a little more.
Steal some keys.
And I'm going to be honest, I really don't care about what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, I care about us trying to save Dr. Connors.
Sure, I agree, but I don't care about what I'm doing here. This is boring.
No,
Oh, like doing the stealth?
he didn't deserve this.
Oh, look, Shocker's dead. One of the
Wait,
cool
really?
villains from the first game. Dead.
Dust.
Wait, seriously?
22 Celsius. Put to rest with a blade to the sternum. This one was nearly something when faced with the Predator, though. He did not try to prove himself superior. He fought only to survive. It was vicious, feral, sincere, but not enough. Even in death, his eyes stare into mine like he might try to kill me. But my luck has run out, and I am left again with no one.
What is the point of wasting every villain off screen with a death?
Couldn't we have at least gotten to see these deaths? I mean, that one sounded pretty interesting to see. Didn't it?
Yeah, you would think so.
I don't know, it sounded pretty cool to me. I would have liked to have seen that. What, is it because of the rating? You think that's why they didn't want to show it? But then it just feels like you're wasting the characters.
I'm not actually sure, but this is really silly that all these trained hunters would be taken down by this little girl.
Code.
Yeah.
Easy.
Does it make sense to you? Make it make sense to me,
Well,
please.
I guess what I'm wondering is if they're a trained hunter, how they wouldn't hear her
This
even
looks
if she's
right.
trying to be stealthy.
The hunter who
Because they
input
would have
that
trained
code
ears.
has to be nearby.
You would think.
I've only seen one Craven's hunting person.
Yeah, you would think.
Because, like, trained hunters are different than just normal people. Like, they can hear when you, like, step on a bush.
One day, with enough training,
Yeah, well, and you can tell that these people are all very,
gets what he hopes for tonight.
you know, they take this very seriously.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just amateurs.
Yeah.
There's no way you should be able to do this. I get it with the military guys in the
Must be
first one, kind of,
preparing these for Craven.
but I don't get it with this. It doesn't make any sense.
Why do you get it with the military guys?
Because they were ex-military and they were like in all this gear, like all of these like really heavy armor things, and they were in a new environment. They were dealing with things they didn't understand very clearly.
So they might not have heard her.
Yeah, I mean, like there's all kinds of noises in New York all the time, but we're in a very secluded, quiet area. There's nothing going on here.
You'd think they would hear their friends gasp.
Like-
Like, ah, and the psh.
Yeah, and Miles sneaking past some random checkpoint because he knows the city, and somebody not seeing him because they're dealing with a crowd of 50 people makes more sense to me than
The
this.
zoo that closed after
No,
the
that makes
lion
sense to me.
attacked
I just want to know your reasoning.
Awful.
Yeah, that's it. That's my reasoning.
Hey,
Is
yeah.
that you weren't
Hunter with
usually
the
in
code came this
tiny
way.
little secluded areas with no
Where is
noise.
she?
And also you were able to use noise in the environment to usually, you know, distract them. Whereas here you're just running up behind them and like big bossing them.
Passwords.
It doesn't make any sense. Now, if she gets out of this, it really makes no sense.
Yeah.
So here you go.
Okay, yeah, this didn't make any sense then.
Simkarian. He called himself Mongoose. Mongoose. Maybe whoever that is knows the code. Just need to convince them I'm Vika.
I don't know, did like Silver Sable give her like super strength?
No, but she got some training.
I guess.
Radio designations. Let's find out who this Mongoose is. Hello, Garin.
másodra van szükség, Vika. Mongoose, vége.
They could have made this part a little bit more interesting.
Some kind of ranking system. Guess she's Garin's boss. Good for me.
Because here's my thing. I think this part would be more interesting for people who are, like, into stealth stuff, kind of like this.
But I love stealth stuff.
No, I know. But what I'm trying to say is, like, they didn't do it quite as compelling or as interesting as a lot of other stealth games do. And also, I feel like a lot of the people who are playing this game want to play as a superhero.
Yeah.
Not as
That's
MJ.
I need to figure out who Vika is.
I just did. Didn't I? Didn't I just figure that out? Oh, no,
No, you have to figure out who Vika is.
Okay.
You already figured out who Mongoose was.
Now I have to figure out the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Click that. You just ran past it. Go back, turn around, turn around. There you go.
Simkarian poetry. Must be her first language. Vegre, yo here. Her Simkarian is perfect. Hopefully mine is convincing. Alright, let's get that code.
What a coinky-dink that some of these people are from Simcaria, the place we just went to in the last game.
It's so they can keep bringing it up.
That makes sense.
Vika, Monguznak.
Vika, betek vagy.
Garin, elegem van a hívásaidból. Hol vannak a kezülékhez kódok?
A kódok sorozata az információs táblán van. Tudhatnád?
Te pedig azt tudhatnád. Milyen hangon beszélhetsz velem. Ne hív többet, mert a fejedbe kerülhet. That felt kinda nice. Alright, better move before he comes looking.
He's probably thinking,
Where's
like,
that
why is Vika
whiteboard?
being such a bitch?
It would be funny if Vika's like the nicest person ever.
I know!
There you are.
They probably erased it and just played Hangman on this.
That's what I'd do.
Codes for the enclosure. Got the code. Now for the key.
What would you have done to try and make an MJ part more fun? Or would you have just gotten rid of MJ parts in general?
I wouldn't have made her Lois Lane. I wouldn't have made her Big Boss. I wouldn't have done all this. I would have... I don't really understand why is there an appeal to playable MJ? Does anyone want that? I don't.
I don't know. So you would have just had playable Black Cat, and she would have been like the Catwoman of this game to help with the investigations.
Yes.
And you would have just had MJ be a supporting character.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's what you should do. It is a superhero game. You know, not a let's play as a bunch of random bullshit people game.
I think I would have preferred it had they done like a Catwoman mission clone to Arkham, but you play as Black Cat. Don't you think that would have been more fun?
Yes.
I would have liked to be able to crawl on the ceilings and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot they could have done that I think would have been different than this. Like, this just doesn't... You gotta be honest, this makes no sense.
It's also not that fun to just go around and, like, do your taser on people. Like, don't you want to do some like, cool moves? I don't know. Don't you want to play as a superhero?
That's my point. I mean, so far, to be honest with you, I stand by my initial review of the game that it is worth owning. Like, it's a worthwhile exclusive. The game is not bad. There's a lot of things that are good about it. The swinging is good. Yes, I'm not the best at it, but it is good. The changed combat system, you know, it's like, it's built on itself enough that it doesn't feel out of place, but it, how do I say this? It's like different enough that it's not a carbon clone of the original game, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, you can be happy with, oh, they changed some stuff. But then at the same time, it's also similar enough that it doesn't feel out of place.
Yeah.
You know, and those are good things. Whenever we get to the black suit by the last 10 minutes of the game, it feels like at this point, I'm sure that'll be fun. And I like playing as Miles. I like the whole thing you said about being able to switch between them. I like how it's a game about both of them, not just one of them. And I like how they are different.
Lately, we have not gotten nearly as much of Miles as we have Peter, though.
No, and near the beginning, it felt like it was more of Miles.
That makes
sense. So
sense.
I think it's just kind of...
He's got the key.
Depends on what part of the game you're at. But my point is just that I feel like instead of fixing the problems of the first game, a lot of what they did, other than adding suit customization, didn't actually improve the game. Does that make sense?
I'll see what that was.
Got the keys. Time to get out of here.
I'm confused. Why can't he see her right there?
Because of this.
What's the force field?
It's a cloaking field.
Oh, did she put that up?
No.
Oh.
No, that's their technology from before, remember?
Oh, I guess I just got confused as to why it was there.
But that was just broken. Right there.
Yeah. That guy would have been able to overpower her. Is she a superhero now?
It feels like it. So you were supposed to be able to change this here, but
Oh.
I didn't even need to because it was so busted that I was able to just rush it.
Yeah.
Because,
look, that guy
like,
didn't
look.
even hear anything that happened.
I just ran right at him.
Is that guy deaf?
Yeah, that was that was the one inclusive character.
That makes sense. I just don't know how he didn't hear all of his friends die immediately.
Your guess is as good as mine. It's because this part of the game is stupid. These parts of the game are bad. They're just bad.
They should have cut this part out of the game. This should have been what got cut out, not the Venom part.
It feels like they were trying to make a Last of Us segment here, but not as good.
You know, it would have been cool if we had Spider-Man playing this part of the game.
Whoa, wait, what? What do you mean?
Like, if we had a Spider-Man, like, maybe Miles, like, what if...
Yeah.
What if Peter called up Miles and was like, hey, could you do some investigating for me? And then Miles, like, found out this place existed and went here and found the stuff with Dr. Connors.
Jill, normally I try and be respectful of you, but that's such a stupid idea to play as Spider-Man in a Spider-Man game. I'm gonna need you to stop talking.
Oh, sorry.
This is the Mary Jane portion.
I just was wondering if we could use the other character that we haven't gotten to be for a bit.
Who?
You know, the other Spider-Man character.
Or maybe they could have cut this segment entirely and had more Black Suit, or maybe had
They could have shown us how Vulture died.
a playable Black Cat, or playable Prowler. Maybe you could have played as Prowler and he could have done these sections and helped Miles and Peter.
That would have been
because
cool.
he's a reformed Prowler.
And made sense. That would have made sense.
But no, let's just push Mary Jane to do this. And like the thing is, I like Mary Jane in this game. She's nice.
I like Mary Jane in this game too. I just don't like the way they made the gameplay for these parts. It's boring.
His name is Kurt Connors. He's a good man.
There are no good men,
Oh no, what are you doing?
only good prey.
How would that not hurt him, by the way?
I don't know. Wouldn't that have hurt his hand?
You would think.
I thought he was gonna put that stuff into MJ. Hey, look, Spider-Man finally showed up. Wait, why doesn't Miles get to be here?
Because Miles isn't included anymore. He's got a friend now. It's Harry.
Am I wrong though that it seems like they're ignoring Miles?
There's a lab in the atrium. Might have a serum. I don't have much time. Then we'll buy you some. Right up the hill. That glass building. Please, hurry. We'll clear a path. Keep your heads down.
He's being a bad friend.
Yeah, but I don't like that forced drama end of it. Why don't we just have Miles get to have fun too? Like, why can't we just play as Miles too?
Well, we do play as Miles, but I think that the problem is that Peter hasn't seen his friend in so long that he's not realizing he's neglecting his newer friend. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I get it. I just feel like the game is neglecting Miles, and I guess it's making me a little bit pissed off just because I really like Miles, okay?
But we just had a portion where we played as Miles. Like, I agree.
Yeah, but we didn't get to do anything like super substantial like this. He hasn't even gotten to really like hang out with the hunters yet much at all, except for at the beginning of the game.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that I think that you're hitting one of the points of the game on the head right here. Is that Miles feels like he's just sidelined in this, and he's going to start taking more of a priority in the story over time.
You think so?
Yes.
I guess I was getting like Tuxedo Mask, Sailor Moon R flashbacks, I guess.
I'm having a hard time here, by the way, again, but we will see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that... Oh, God forbid I jump. I know they said stay low, but I didn't expect him to auto-launch.
The reason I say the Tuxedo Mask Sailor Moon R thing is because in Sailor Moon R, there is just forced drama between Tuxedo Mask and Sailor Moon, where they're just, like, not together for no reason. And I kind of feel like they're just forcing friendship drama here.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I mean, do you not like the game that much? You can be honest. I'm not going to get offended.
I like the game. I really like the game. So here's the thing. I like the game way more than I like something like Gotham Knights or Avengers. I think it's a really fun game. There's parts of it that I really dislike, and that I'm hoping they get solved as things go on. But so far, I think this is my least favorite in the series of Spider-Man.
I don't know how Nate said it was his favorite. It makes no sense to me.
I don't know, because for me, I think the first one is either my favorite or Miles Morales. Like, I kind of can't choose between those two. I love them both. But
So,
this one...
Why did Otto change me to the suit?
I don't know.
He's not enjoying this?
Guess maybe you can only wear the suit during this mission?
Twist these days.
But this one, sorry, what?
But this one just doesn't have the same charm, I guess, for me. I don't... It's hard for me to put my finger on it. I just don't really find a lot of the story beats enjoyable so far.
How are things looking?
No, I don't either. Some of them I do. I really like Harry.
I really like Harry. I really like the carnival and beating Harry again. But I don't like that they're neglecting Miles in the story right now. We only get to do, like, tiny things with him. Like, oh, go do the Spider-Bot thing, and then we'll get to play as Peter again and do the real mission.
I think it will get better, but I agree. I mean, that's one criticism that I agree with, but I'm willing to give them a chance on, whereas, like, some of the forced drama, some of the MJ being Big Boss stuff, I don't think that's going to change.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, sorry I'm not very good at the combat. I understand that it's not lost on me. I'm better at it when I'm not talking, and I really can't focus on it for some reason when I am. So I basically am just kind of juggling, trying not to do poorly with not being unentertaining.
I think they could have included MJ stealth and made it more fun, by the way. I think there was a way to do it, but the way they did it was boring.
Oh, that was a really boring part of the game.
Yes, I can use this to make an antidote.
He really doesn't want to be a lizard again. He's scared.
He's here.
I like this part of the story where, like, we're trying to save Kurt, because I really like Kurt. Something that really annoyed me so far was, like, the off-screen murder of some of the villains that I thought were interesting. Oh, I do think it's fun we actually get to see the lizard since we haven't before.
No!
Not as venomous as they say.
I got you. Come on. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Well, he's had worse than this happen to him.
That's true.
Not great.
Just think, this'll definitely be your coolest scar.
Yeah. MJ, I don't think... Am I breathing?
I like this will be your coolest scar.
Did you hear what Harry said?
I'll kill you, yeah. He's mad that his friend got hurt. I would be too. I'd be looking to murder Craven. I wouldn't be pulling my punches anymore.
It's okay. Come on.
Harry's really cool in this game. See, that's...
I love the inclusion of Harry.
Harry's great, the black suit stuff is
One
great.
foot in front of the other.
And this
Come
is...
on.
Here, this is how I like...
I was always so busy.
Don't. Look, we're almost beat. Talk to me.
You asked me how I'd include MJ? This. This is what MJ is.
Uh-huh.
This moment is really good.
This moment is really good. This is what I wanted from MJ.
MJ is the shoulder that he leans on, his conscience, the thing that keeps him from becoming...
And his heart.
Something worse.
Yeah.
When he could.
Uh-huh.
Harry!
Pete.
Please stay with us.
Come on. Pete. Come on, this is nothing. Remember in 5th grade when you... No. No. You gotta stay awake, buddy.
Pete!
No!
We're gonna get Bully McGuire. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
What happened? I don't know. MJ, get him out of here. I'll handle this.
Oh, I think we're getting to the point where we're gonna really enjoy the game now.
Did you hear what he said?
He said, "Oh, this feels good."
Get your boss needs better aim.
Look at the corners of the screen.
You are just what Craven has been searching for.
And I feel sorry for him. Someone get on him.
Okay. If we look past the characters dying off screen, which is pretty lame, and we look past the MJ part that was pretty lame, everything that just happened was awesome.
Yeah, like this whole part.
Yeah,
I agree.
like MJ being like the symbolism of like his shoulder to cry on and being like all sweet and stuff, and like being the character she's supposed to be, and then Harry like having the venom transfer over to Peter, and then this happening. This is epic. This is like Game of the Year worthy right here. This scene.
I think this is why people really like the game.
This scene right here, you think?
No, I just mean the black suit.
That makes sense. I mean, I love the black suit.
It does seem like it took a long time to get to.
Uh-huh.
But it was really cool.
It is stealing the show,
It's like the only scene with it.
Yeah. What if it was? What if it was the only scene?
You'd have no idea.
I'd be mad.